The following statements were made by Trump 5 and 6 days ago. That would have been well before the gender or the name of the helicopter pilot was known.
The 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all.
Are you saying this crash was somehow caused and the result of diversity hiring? And what evidence have you seen to support these claims?
It just could have been. We have a high standard. We've had a much higher standard than anybody else. And there are things where you have to go by brain power. You have to go by psychological quality. And psychological quality is a very important element of it. These are various very powerful tests that we put to use, and they were terminated by Biden. And Biden went by a standard that's the exact opposite. Had the ability to stop. I have helicopters. You can stop a helicopter very quickly. It had the ability to go up or down. It had the ability to turn. And the turn it made was not the correct turn, obviously. It did somewhat the opposite of what it was told. You could have slowed down the helicopter substantially. You could have stopped the helicopter. You could have gone up. You could have gone down. You could have gone straight up, straight down. You could have turned. You could have done a million different maneuvers. They shouldn't have been at the same height, because if it wasn't the same height, you could have gone under it or over it, and nobody realized, or they didn't say that it's at the same height. At the same height, still wouldn't have been great, but you would have missed it by quite a bit. Could have been 1,000 feet higher. It could have been 200 feet lower. But it was exactly at the same height, and somebody should have been able to point that out. You had a helicopter.
This was 5 days before anyone would have known the identity or gender of the helicopter pilot. This is Ryan O'Hara's father. Ryan O'Hara was apparently a soldier, they say, in the Black Hawk helicopter. However, I believe he's still alive.
At an exclusive interview with O'Hara's father, Gary, he was asked about President Donald Trump's comments just yesterday, blaming the previous administration's DEI policies for the crash. Here's his reaction.
I know they've identified one of the pilots, but if the other pilot was a woman, to me, I can't imagine being the parents of that other pilot if she was a girl, saying that because she's a woman, she was less capable than the man. I can't imagine the horror that those parents must be going through. I mean, I'm hoping that's not the case. I don't know who the other pilot was.
Why would Ryan O'Hara's father be saying this 5 days before anyone knew who the so-called female helicopter pilot was? I don't think anyone was in the bloody helicopter. I think it was remotely controlled. But I also don't think that Rebecca person, I think she backed out of this plan at the last minute, because I think the plan was to have a woman be blamed. This is a more recent interview. This one is of both parents of Ryan O'Hara. You'll note that the demeanor of the entire interview, it's almost like they're very, very proud of their son. It's almost like he's achieved something. The woman doesn't shed a tear. Generally, she's smiling and blinking a lot. And her husband looks very concerned about anything that she might say.
Assignment. I was here at the House of Midway. I was watching the news, and so I was watching it live. And, they break on in, and they're showing the clip, and then they verified it was a Black Hawk, collided with an airliner. I just knew it was him. So immediately I'm calling Mary, I'm texting Ryan on the phone. My text messages wouldn't deliver to the service, which now I'm starting to really get nervous.
Text messages wouldn't deliver to the service?
And so it hasn't even been a week yet, but I mean, you were starting to tell me just what this week has been like for you, waking up in the middle of the night, or I know today is Sunday. That was an important day for your family, the day that you guys would FaceTime. I mean, what has the past week been like? Have you fully processed yet, or you feel like you're in different stages of the grief?
I think it's starting to come together more.
What else?
They offered to fly us over their crash site.
American Airlines is coordinating that with the victims from the plane flight, and
Yeah, they actually did that with them this morning, I believe, but we decided we didn't really want to do that.
Too much for you guys. And we were talking.
Happy for those families that those two pilots were found, and the three of them can be together now. And not that long ago, he was like, Dad, I was really worried, but I just have to say that I just can't spend enough time with this little guy. Every day he does a different expression, or, he climbs on my head, or I put him on my shoulder. I just can't spend enough time. And, unfortunately, his son won't get to know.
Now that's interesting, that statement that he just spilled. Just recently, Ryan O'Hara says to his father, I just can't spend enough time with him. And he repeats it, I just can't spend enough time with him. That would be something that a father would say if he knew he were, say, going away to witness protection and wanting all of a sudden to spend every waking moment with his son.
You guys can look at her when you answer it, and you can ask it if you want in your own words, but you talked about what Sundays are normally like and what tonight's going to be like, and I'm just wondering if you could.
So Sunday was your FaceTime day. I guess talk to me about what a normal Sunday was, and do you think that today's going to hit you a little bit in a few hours?
I think so, because I've been a travel nurse for over a year, so we've been apart for a while. So he would FaceTime us individually. He would usually call him and then call me, mostly so that we could see Wyatt. And, we would just talk about anything and everything. And
the convenience of having FaceTime, a generation ago, you would have to, I'd call my mom and dad every week, but you're on the phone.
Yeah.
FaceTime, at least we had them. It was a real blessing. You got to see the baby growing up. It at least gives you a whole new dimension of communicating with your kid.
But we did it just about every single week. And
you just get this hollow feeling like, wow, it's hard to believe that that he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
And, when they recovered his body, watching the video, and we had known that, he had been recovered, and, it's just so surreal to see them actually take that body bag out with the flag on it, and the officers all saluting and knowing my little boy is there. It's pretty difficult.
What was it like to see them salute him?
Oh, that made it even more emotional that they were all standing at attention, and then they bring him on out, put him in the ambulance.
Now, just 4 days before this tragedy happened, Trump appointed this person, Pete Hegseth, to be the United States Secretary of Defense 4 days before this happened. So what I believe is happening here, because you're about to hear this person blame everything on himself, on the military, that a mistake was made. Of course, this is before they released to the public that it was a woman who was piloting the helicopter. But it's eminently clear that they're setting this up so that people will be very upset. It was an incredible, unforgivable tragedy. And so what they're hoping is that people will then be furious when they find out that an incompetent woman was flying the helicopter. There was nobody flying that bloody helicopter, by the way.
The department want to pass our condolences to the 64 souls and their families that were affected by this. Never should happen. Routine annual retraining of night flights on a standard corridor for a continuity of government mission. The military does dangerous things. It does routine things on the regular basis. Tragically, last night, a mistake was made. I think the president is right. There was a some sort of an elevation issue that we have immediately begun investigating at the
So they're targeting the elevation issue, which has to do with the helicopter raising the altitude. So they're setting this up clearly for everyone to be furious when they find out who was flying the helicopter.
DOD and Army level. Army CID is on the ground investigating. Top-tier aviation assets inside the DOD are investigating, sir, to get to the bottom of it so that it does not happen again, because it's absolutely unacceptable.
All right, so we're going back to 24 hours before this happened. 24 hours before this tragedy. What was Rebecca Lobach thinking and feeling 24 hours before this tragedy? Okay, so she could have been talking to her family, but there's some kind of a plan here. She could have been explaining to her family a plan. 24 hours before this happened, what was Rebecca thinking and feeling? She was trying to make a decision about something, or she could have been waiting. 24 hours before this happened, what was Rebecca Lobach thinking and feeling? She could have been thinking about her mother, or she could have been trying to make a decision 24 hours before this happened. She thinking and feeling protected, distant, that she had hope. She's at a distance here somehow. There's some kind of an obligation that she's got here to protect, or an obligation that she has. She's taking a risk here. She's obligated to start a brand new life. she's obligated to start a brand new life. There was some kind of an offer that was being handed to her. She may not have been enthused about it. 24 hours before this happened. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. 24 hours before this happened. What she didn't realize, okay, is that somebody was tricking her. This is, stealth. It's military tactics. It's, in fact, stealing. It's unethical behavior. It's lies, deceit. It's a very, very sophisticated plan. But over here, somebody's trying to get her to take something. They're trying to trick her, but she doesn't want to take this. Yeah. She may have done something, you see. She may have taken part in something. She may have made a decision that was without thinking here. Yeah. There's something about an ending or death. This is 24 hours before this happened. So there's some kind of a huge change here. It's like an ending. There's some kind of an ending here with the military, or ending with an organization, or some kind of an ending, massive ending has occurred. Now, I don't know who that King of Cups is there. 24 hours before this happened, she's having a very difficult time, or somebody is pressuring her or forcing her to do something. Yeah, somebody is forcing her to do something or pressuring her to do something. 24 hours before this happened. Okay, so she's standing there waiting, trying to make a decision. What is she doing in the Seven of Pentacles? Somebody is pointing something out to her. What is she doing in the Seven of Pentacles? Getting advice from a lawyer? Getting advice from someone? What is she doing in the Seven of Pentacles? There's a woman trying to force her to do something, or a woman is telling her that she's got to do something. A woman is telling her that she needs to be ready to defend herself. A woman is telling her that she should say no to a bully. 24 hours before this happened, what was she thinking and feeling? Yeah, she's in the Queen of Pentacles. She's trying to defend her stability here. She's wary here. She's wary. She's very wary. 24 hours before this happened, when she's thinking and feeling. She could be wary about her family, or wary about an organization. 24 hours before this happened, what is she thinking and feeling? She's wary about some King of Wands. 24 hours before this happened. Now she's got some huge... No, 24 hours before this happened, her family was wary of her because they knew that she was keeping something a secret. There was something very top secret. There was something she couldn't talk about. How did her family feel about her 24 hours before this happened? What was her family thinking and feeling? That there's something very top secret. What was her family thinking and feeling 24 hours? They were waiting for something, or they were trying to manage something 24 hours before this happened. Yeah, they were in the process of saying goodbye to her. She was leaving. She was going overseas, and her identity had to be concealed. She may have left with a child or something. 24 hours she went into witness protection. She disappeared. The girl is alive. She's in witness protection. Okay? That was 24 hours before this happened. Now, one moment. I'm going to switch next. 24 hours before this happened, how was Ryan O'Hara thinking and feeling? 24 hours before this tragedy, how was Ryan? She was not on that helicopter. And also, there was no female voice. You cannot be a pilot and not talk to ATC. I went through all the rules and regulations, everything. The only time a co-pilot can talk is if there's taxiing, when you're taxiing out to before the takeoff. Or if there's some massive emergency, but the pilot has to speak to ATCs. She was not the pilot. 24 hours before this happened, Ryan O'Hara, he's in love. He's probably spending time with his wife and children. 24 hours before this happened, how is Ryan O'Hara thinking? Yeah, there's some kind of an obligation here that he's got. 24 hours before this happened, how is Ryan O'Hara thinking and feeling? He may have wanted to stay. He may have wanted to stay. He was thinking about how happy he was. Here we go again. Look at the Four of Swords. There's something that he was concealing here. He had to remain quiet. 24 hours before this. Yeah, he had to conceal something from his family. 24 hours before this happened, how was Ryan O'Hara thinking and feeling? He was wishing that he loved his family. He was happy. Yeah, he had made some very serious decision here. There's some kind of a contract yet to go overseas. Look at this. It's a huge decision. This choice that he made, major choice in the Two of Wands. Yeah, there was some proposal that came into him, and he had to make a major choice. 24 hours before this happened, what was Ryan O'Hara thinking and feeling? There's some kind of a proposal. He may have been talking to his family, by the way, about this. 24, yeah, he's also going overseas. See this? Concealing his identity, going overseas. Different deck, different person. They're all in witness protection. Thank God. But listen, here's the disgusting thing. I'm going to show you now in a moment. Wait till you see. You're about to see that the plan was, according to Trump and this Pete Hegseth guy, to make sure that there was a woman, that people think that a woman was flying the helicopter, so that everyone would get angry. And it's like the cards are showing me that they wanted to put women in the devil, like they wanted to chain them up or something. Anyway, I'm just going to shuffle another deck, and we're going to look at Trump and Hegseth. Oh, hang on. Before we do Trump and Hegseth, I want to show you something. So the woman, the wife of O'Hara's mother, okay, while she was sitting there, and she was, every now and then she would smile and blink a lot, and her husband would glare at her. How was she thinking and feeling especially when she pursed her lips there when she's talking about not wanting to go. Okay, now, like was she thinking and feeling like she was powerless here, like she was being restricted? How was she thinking and feeling during that? Yeah, that she was feeling restricted here. Why was she feeling restricted? Why was she feeling restricted? It's like she wanted to burst out of something because of a high priestess secret. See that? Because she felt, first of all, the Three of Swords, she was in sorrow, but she felt that something was wrong. But have a look at this. This is top secret information. And the high priestess it's an enormously huge secret. It's confidential information. If that information gets out, it causes a lot of damage. Show me how she was thinking and feeling. Look at these. So one of these men, I don't know who these men are because I don't know their dates of birth. It could be her son and her father or the two men who were on the helicopter. Show me how the mother was thinking and feeling. That somebody had made some kind of a decision, without thinking it through. Show me how she was thinking and feeling. There's somebody's doing something for work. Somebody, made an impulsive decision regarding, what they were working on. Show me what she was thinking and feeling. Now, there's the Nine of Pentacles lady. So I believe that's the Rebecca girl. Show me what she was thinking and feeling. Yeah, she was trying to deny a truth here. She was denying a truth here. Denying a truth, pretending not to know a truth. What she was thinking was that people didn't know, who this woman was yet. Show me how she felt about the Nine of Pentacles lady. Yeah, well, the people, first of all, she wasn't dead. But anyway, she felt like that Nine of Pentacles lady, which is Rebecca, was being stabbed in the back. This is some kind of betrayal. Maybe Rebecca, maybe she knew that Rebecca couldn't be found. There's a Page of Swords here. There's a spy, so that she knew about Rebecca. She knew that a woman was going to be stabbed in the back. She knew. So this Page of Swords here, there's the Chariot, so that's the military. Yeah, some kind of there's a spy. There's some kind of an opportunity, and it has to do with the military. What was she thinking? What was that woman thinking and feeling as she was sitting there listening to her husband going on and on? She was feeling just fine. She is not in any state of sorrow. I don't know who this King of Cups is. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or it could be her husband, because they're not posting the dates of birth. Isn't that interesting? So there's a man here who's very happy, and in a home. What is she thinking and feeling? There's a Leo here. Somebody is very, very strong within the home. These are all happy feelings, okay? Yep. Over here, there's this Nine of Pentacles lady. How did she feel about Rebecca? So she knew all of this while she was sitting there. That she was a lovely girl, Nine of Cups. That she got her wish. How did she feel about the Rebecca girl that she was missing? That she was disappeared. She had disappeared, but she had also gotten her wish. So what did she know was true about where that girl Rebecca was? What did the mother know was true about where that girl Rebecca was? So she had disappeared from the military, from the Hierophant. Does she know was true about where that girl Rebecca was? Spying on the military? A spy for the military, or the military was watching her? Yeah, well, definitely she wasn't dead. she was doing something on behalf of the military or spying. Yeah, no, she had been offered. There's an obligation or contract here. There's some kind of an obligation or contract that she took. Yeah. And on the Page of Cups, there's been a lie about it. It's been a huge lie. A huge lie about this. Yeah, there's a lie about some decision was made, and there's a lie about what happened with that helicopter. What was she wary about? What was the mother of Ryan O'Hara? There's something that she's very wary about. Very wary about. The tower. Yeah. The tower. What was she worried about? There's lying, trickery, deceit. There's cheating. The tower, what she was worried about was she knew something was very unethical. She knew that the whole thing was very unethical, yet some opportunity had been taken. The entire thing was unethical. That's what the mother is thinking. Yep, what somebody was offered for work, and that could be her son. It was insisted upon. Somebody took an opportunity that was absolutely unethical. Somebody took an opportunity that was nothing but, yeah, and she was denying it, trying to pretending that something wasn't true. Yeah, there we go. There's where her son went. Even she's thinking about this. Nobody knew that everyone's gone overseas. All right, now, just before how was she feeling when she was doing that interview? How was she feeling about her son? Oh, well, that he was messaging her. She had to keep something concealed here. There's the family and there's a message. There's clearly, how is she feeling about Ryan when she was sitting there? How is she feeling about her son, Ryan? Yep. Deception, deceit. There's something here that he's fine. He's just hanging out. And something, she may have been worried that something's going to be revealed here, but there's a big, huge amount of deception. There's a big, huge cover-up. Yep, huge cover-up. Nobody's dead. She has to play along with this in the Six of Pentacles. It's the King of Wands. How did she feel about her son, Ryan? You know, I'm not sure. She was upset, stressed and worried. Why was she upset, stressed and worried? Because of what he did. Because she felt like he took something. He took an opportunity, without thinking about it. Anyway, now we're going to go to what the whole thing was about. All right, I'm going to start with the Marseille deck. A couple of days before this happened, what did Trump and Hegseth know the plan was for who would be the pilot? Who would be there's the lie, Seven of Swords lie, and the Nine of Cups wish card. There was a very sophisticated plan here about who would be the pilot. They were forcing somebody what did they know the plan was about who would be the pilot? Well, there would be no pilot because there's an illusion here. Well, what did they know the plan was about who the public would think the pilot was? A woman. See that? A woman. Switch decks. What did Hegseth and Trump know to be true? A day or two before this happened, what was the plan about who the public would find out was the pilot? They would find out that it was a woman. See that? What was the plan regarding the ultimate disclosure on who? Look at this. That people died. People when people discovered. The plan was to have people, in total sorrow and, they planned for all of these deaths to occur, to have people in a state of absolute agony and sorrow. What does Trump know to be true? A couple of days before this happened, what was the plan regarding this event? What was the plan? What did they know to be true about who they wanted the public to know would be in the pilot seat? Well, there's all sorts of, by the way, there's all sorts of, who did they want the public to think was flying the plane? A woman, something, and it's the idea of rebalancing something, right? Rebalancing something. Somebody who died, but they're not really dead. Or that somebody couldn't keep something balanced. They were quite happy that look at the selfish decision here. Selfish decision. Who did they want to be piloting the plane? Somebody, I don't even know how to answer that. It has something to do with a woman. But see how I'm getting the devil card? It's like they wanted to hold women back, to put them in chains, to make people hate women. Yeah, just so that people would stand there and wait. People would stand there and wait. What was the plan regarding this? And then find out that it was a woman, and there's the Nine of Pentacles lady. And what did he want to happen? What did he want to happen? He wanted somebody to walk away, or for people to walk away from women. What was the plan? What was the plan here? For somebody to control something, or somebody to not to release information. Somebody not to release information here. I'm not sure who that King of Cups is. I guess they were going to hold back releasing information for a while. What was this information? It's like they were going to hold back releasing information. Oh God, there's families here. Who's walking away here in the Eight of Cups? Yeah, no. The plan was to push them overseas here. There's international travel. There's somebody leaving, and there's a complete cover up here, and that's government here. All right, so show me what the plan was regarding. Yeah, for people to discover that a woman, and then for people to get all upset. Look at all these women. Look at all these women here. It had to do with women. Yeah, messages about women. Then they're gonna talk about women, and then people are gonna think about, is this worth it? People are gonna think, is this really a good idea? Think about women. Just look at this. Think about giving women money, and then they were gonna blame all the deaths on women. Look, this can't be any clearer. Now, the only thing is, here's what's funny. Let's see how Trump is feeling right now, because I don't think that the plan is working, because I don't think anybody buys this. For one thing, you can't hear any female pilot on any of the recordings. And I've read over all those rules. I don't see how it would be legal. The other thing is the copter in the water is in one piece. How on earth could that be? How on earth is that possible after that explosion for that helicopter to be in one piece? It's bizarre. How is Trump thinking and feeling right now? He's disappointed in the Four of Cups. He's totally disappointed. Why is he disappointed in the Four of Cups? Why is Trump disappointed in the Four of Cups? I don't know who this King of Cups is. I'm not sure. Why is Trump disappointed in the Four of Cups? Is Trump disappointed in the Four of Cups? There's a truth. Okay, there's a truth, because he wants somebody to look at a truth. So he wants somebody to look at a truth. Now, this is the Knight of, just a second now, Cavalier. That's the Knight of Cups. So there's some kind of a proposal here. Somebody's looking at a truth about some kind of, I don't know what that message is. Yeah, and there's somebody who took a risk or took a leap of faith. Somebody who left. There's some kind of a message or a proposal about people starting anew, or starting a new life here. Over here's the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody is looking there's something about a risk and concealing information. Just a moment now. What is he thinking and feeling? So over here, the Seven of Cups, over here there are people, somebody's concealing information and keeping a tight hold on something. Over here, somebody's waiting to discover something or looking for something, waiting to discover something. He's disappointed. Somebody over here, there's somebody who's not taking a cup, and he could be confused or shocked that he's wary here in the Nine of Wands. He's disappointed that people aren't wary. What is he wary of? Ooh, this Ace of Pentacles. He's wary of this giant Ace of Pentacles here. Why? He's shocked, and what is he shocked and confused about? A truth that people are examining the truth. That people are looking at a truth about. There's some kind of a message here. Page of Pentacles. He's looking at a message. There's a truth about a message or a truth about something that was said. There's a Page of Pentacles message. So there's a woman, a Queen of Swords, is asking for truth and clarity about a message or, oh, I know what's going on here. I know exactly what's going on. Trump is worried because there is no female voice on the bloody recorder. That's what he's upset about. And I think that Rebecca girl backed out at the last minute. Good for her. Good for her. Yep, he's shocked here. Somebody couldn't manipulate something here. Yep, there's manipulation. There's somebody looking at a truth. Yep, look at this, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody knew the truth about whatever was being handed to them. Somebody looked carefully at this truth. And over here, there's a Knight of Swords. Somebody could have been very angry. Somebody could have been very angry with this King of Pentacles, or this King of Pentacles is very, very angry. Very, very angry. And there's justice. There's over here, what he's upset about is that people aren't upset. People don't know. Yes, everything is turned out. Everything is blown up in his face here. He's trying, there's something that he couldn't envisage here. There's the Seven of Swords, a so-called sophisticated plan. Over here, there's something in this crystal ball here that he didn't, what was it? What was wrong with his plan here? Somebody is disappointed or sad, or somebody regrets something. What was wrong with his plan here? Isn't that something? What he's upset about is that people feel bad about the Queen of Cups. Yeah. We've got the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. He's upset that people are still wanting to work with women, look at this. The Seven of Swords, which is the sneaky plan, and the Two of Cups. He could be upset because there were only, what was the Seven of Swords plan? Yeah, he's angry. Why is he angry about this Seven of Swords plan? Because of the Knight of Pentacles, because somebody didn't move, or somebody stood their ground. Somebody refused to do something. Or somebody can't be seen. Somebody refused to cheat. There's the Ten of Pentacles, and then there's some kind of cheating. Maybe her family refused to cheat. Look at this. There's a family, and then there's the Six of Swords. Maybe her family, Whoa. I believe that girl Rebecca's family is standing up. They may have found out something. They may be threatening to cast judgment here. Whoa. So there was some kind of It looks like the family of, yeah, whoa, Page of Swords and Judgment. Here's what he's worried about. Her family knows everything. Good for that girl, Rebecca. If you're out there and you're listening, good for you. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.